Step one, cooking a hog in the ground, gotta dig a hole. Okay, now the hole's dug, time to build a fire. Start your fire out small and grow it bigger. Get lots of good, strong coals in there. And then you're also going to want to throw some large rocks in there. The rocks will help hold the heat in and keep the pork cooking while it's in the ground for a long time. Little FYI for you, you gotta take breaks. Fire's getting right. It's gonna take a while for that fire to get to where I want it. I gotta put a lot of wood on there, get that ground good and hot. Add the rocks, they hold the heat before you even think about putting your pork in there. You want it to cook, you don't want it to just sit there and get warm. You want it to cook good and thoroughly. So take breaks often. As far as seasoning your hog, do whatever you like. I myself, I'm gonna cook 2 parts. I'm gonna cook one that's gonna be kind of sweet, and I'm gonna cook one that's gonna have some Dale's and some Cajun seasoning on it, both. Just go with whatever you like. Whenever I put my pork in there, I wrap it up in wet cardboard. I wrap it up in foil first, then I wrap it up in wet cardboard because banana leaves don't grow around here. Then after that's in place, you completely cover it back up with coals and rocks. Get a good layer of heat on top of it, and on the bottom of it, and on the sides of it. After you get it completely covered with coals, then you cover it up with a good layer of dirt. That dirt helps hold all the moisture in there. So whatever you season this hog to taste like, it's gonna taste like that. Okay, I seasoned one with beer one time, and it tasted like it comes straight out of a can. Some people like that, some people don't. I've cooked a lot of them like this. So whatever you season it with is how it's going to taste. Just remember that. If you put extra seasoning on it because you're afraid it's going to cook out, don't. You'll have it too spicy. After you get the dirt on top of it, take a layer of plastic or a garbage bag split in half, anything. Lay on top of that dirt. Then cover that up with dirt. What that's doing is keeping any air from getting in there. So you're going to have the heat, but you're not going to have the fire. And whenever you pull it out, after 10 hours of cooking is what I do. I do it for 10 straight hours. Whenever you pull it out, the cardboard that was wet will be a little charred on the outside. The hog will be completely cooked through and through, falling off the bone tender. But it won't be burnt at all, not in the least bit. So it's important to make sure you get that heat in there, and then you smother out the fire so that all you have is just the heat coming from it. It's almost like cooking it in a giant, pressure cooker, kinda. 10 hours, I'll pull it out, and it'll be ready to go. And that's just me telling you what I do while I'm cooking the hog. And in a little bit, I'm gonna get the hog on. I'm gonna do whatever I want to for the rest of the day. I mean, once you get that hog in there and covered up, you walk away and leave it for 10 hours. 10 hours later, it's fine eating. Now we got the fire rocking and rolling. As you can see, I got rocks layered in there with the wood. Everything's getting hot all together. Coals are going to be getting really, really perfect here in just a little bit. So once those rocks get hot through and through, it's ready to put the meat down in it. Alright, fire's ready. Getting the meat ready. I have injected this one with my seasoning. This is the one that's going to have the pineapple flavor and kind of the sweet taste. So I decorated it with the pineapples, and when I pull it out of the fire, not even the pineapples will be burnt. They'll just be really good and cooked. Don't over season it, whatever you do. Fix them going in the pit. Here are both hindquarters off this little hog. It's going to be just enough for the amount of people I've got coming. Guys, here's a tip for you. If you do this crap in your wife's kitchen, clean up your mess. Alright, so now I got my pit. I got my coals pulled away. Still layer coals on the bottom. Now the hog is in, coals are on top. I'm throwing the dirt back on top of everything. And you can still see smoke coming through the dirt because it's really, really hot. So now I'm going to smooth it out. You can't throw too much dirt on here at this point. Everywhere you see smoke coming up, throw some dirt. Kind of smooth it over as best you can. Now here's where the plastic comes in. All this is doing is just really sealing in and covering up, keeping any air from getting in, which will cause your little pig to burn. Cover it up with dirt really good.